Hey guys, welcome back to another AAP video. So hopefully you've just seen how fast this thing actually runs at the moment, and it is absolutely amazing when it's going at full chatter. However, it's not feeding very well, sadly. So I've took all precautions that I can to make it feed as best I can. We've got a standard recoil spring in there, not many short strokes, but it's rapid, but it's just moving too fast. So we've ordered some bits from Hadron Airsoft Designs. We have a 300% nozzle spring. Currently it's only got a 200 one in there. And I've got some of these really cool kind of stainless steel screws to go into the nozzle housing bit, because apparently the stock ones aren't very good. And I've got a plastic CNC H-plate thing. It's not CNC if it's plastic, is it? A plastic H-plate for one of the high cappers. So we're going to need that in this one. So let's get this bad boy cracked open, and we'll have a play with it. So far I'm really happy. The HPA tap has worked fantastic. It's allowed me to test it in every way, shape and form that I can or want to. And we'll take this apart. The hammer is absolutely holding perfect. I can't believe how good that thing has worked straight from the off. And I need to remind myself how to get into here. So what I do have on here is I have a funky screw retention system, which I completely inadvertently installed. And when I say inadvertently installed, I mean I installed some fibres in here, and you'll just see, whoop, just there on the fibres, there's some nicks where the screws pulled through past them. And what that's actually meant has happened is that the screw now won't remove itself. So when I'm doing this, I need to take that one out first. And then as I take this one out, the rear sight will come with it. So we will undo that. There we go. And we are out. Screw has stayed in. Hashtag happy accidents. Not many of those. So there's the blowback housing, and we can see straight down there. There it is. So in there we have a PDI barrel and a TM hot booking. I don't know why I put the TM one in. I think it was all I had to hand at the time. So that's the stock recoil spring in there, because it's such a lightweight bolt. It just moves so fast, it only needs the stock one, and we only have a very small, thin, short stroke adapter in there as well. They're going to stay in there the way that they are. You can see a little bit of wear on there. That's absolutely fine. So we're going to start taking those screws out there. Had I been well prepared, I'd have had everything ready to go, but I'm not normally, so I haven't. So 2 cross-point springs in there. We will gently take those out. 1 and 2, and the nozzle spring, which is already in there, is a CTM spring, I believe. I bought the full 200% kit, which has a recoil spring and a nozzle spring, thinking that I would need them, but I don't. Oh, that is on there. There we go. CTM nozzle spring. Oop, you're out. Oop, you're out. While that's out, let's have a look at that. That's the recoil spring there. Yeah, absolutely fine. And then we'll just, while it's out, we'll just put a little lick of oil. Just a little bit on my finger there, just stick it around there. Just to make sure we seal up. Good. Drop that back into there. Oop, and well. And you go. I don't know why I was expecting the nozzle to boing back out there. It's not going to happen at all. So let's get the Hadron. And we'll compare that to the CTM one. So lengthwise, they are about the same. Stiffness wise, I can't tell the difference. We'll drop that in. But what we won't do is we won't drop it in. Well, in fact, yeah, we will. We'll drop it in there. That's where it goes. And then we'll get the new screws out. Now, these screws are like a gram. I think it is heavier than the stock ones. So all the good that I did removing weight using the lightweight bolt. This is actually going to put a little bit of weight back into the bolt, which probably isn't the end of the world. So we're going to line that up, poke that in, hope for the best, like it's in, pick it up, and we'll stick it down the side of tension first. It's always more difficult when you're doing things on camera because you're trying to keep your fingers out of the way. Also, me pulling that nozzle forward probably didn't help. So these screws are already pre-thread locked as well. I will put a link to these on the bottom because they're pretty cool. I'm sure the ad said they were marine grade. Not that I plan on this going underwater. There we go, that's in. Woo. There we go. So that's done. So just to recap there as we rebuild. So it's the 5KU lightweight outer, stock nozzle. Got the cow spring which goes in here, 300% Hadron nozzle spring, stock recoil, and a short stroke. And I'm hoping now that we get what we had at the start of the video, only feeding every shot. So what it was doing is it was feeding every other shot. So not horrific, not terribly out of the way, but you know, that won't do in a skirmish. I don't want to pull the trigger twice for every single shot that I make. Cool, that's in. And we'll shove that down onto there. Grab it. Screw it, come on. Yep, straight in. Still not sold on this TM booking yet. Might drop that H plate back in at some point, if I can find a decent booking to go with it. I've got some Decepticon 75s which I've been saving for a very rainy day. They might be worth a look. Just nip these up a bit. Don't need them crazy tight. Then test it. And pop it back together. There we have it. Nozzle spring changed, Chinesium screws removed, and the AAP is hopefully going to go and feed like an animal. There you go, guys. Nice quick one this week. Thank you very much if you made it this far. Please do hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and drop me a comment down below. All the parts which I've installed, I will put some links to down below, as well as the guys who keep sending me awesome stuff. Thank you very much, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.